Oil Panic is a Game & Watch released by Nintendo on May 28th of 1982. It is one of their multi-screen models, meaning that it flips open much like a Nintendo DS, clearly inspired by this many years later, and you get a screen on both the top and the bottom. We've looked at several of these before, like Donkey Kong or Blackjack. Definitely have a look through my month of Game & Watch, where we've looked at over half of all Game & Watches in existence on this channel before, over 30 of them to date. And yeah, at the top of the screen, you got oil dripping down, which you catch in a bucket, and you then send it over the edge to be caught by your assistant, not allowing it to fall on the customers below. You got a left button and a right button, no D-pad on this one, and also a button for starting game A, game B, or you can press time and just watch the animations with the clock. So let's try game A. Game A usually being a little simpler than game B, which might be faster or have more obstacles. So yes, the point, to catch that dripping oil, and your bucket can only hold up to 3 drips at a time, at which point you then need to dump it out the window before then going back to catch the other oil drips before they hit the ground. It becomes a really massive juggling act. And you always kind of need to be looking at the bottom to see where your assistant is so you can drop it to him, because if he's not there and you throw it out the window, it will land on one of the customers, and naturally that's not so great. So like, he looks like he's on that side, you go back. In this game you get 3 lives for the top screen and 3 lives for the bottom screen. So if you say miss one of the oil drips and it hits the ground, that will be a life lost on the top. And say you dump the oil out the window and it misses your assistant and hits a customer, that counts as losing a life on the bottom screen. So technically, again, two separate sets of lives, 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and whichever one hits 3 lives lost first counts as a game over. But yeah, it's just a really fun game, and it's like, you know, like, Nintendo had to come up with so many creative ways on how they could use double screens. You get ones like Donkey Kong, where you start off on the bottom before eventually proceeding to the top to defeat Donkey Kong, and then you get like this one where, oh, but see, that time we accidentally missed our assistant, customer got hit with the oil, they're mad, and you get a miss listed individually on that screen from ones on the top. But yeah, catching that oil again. Of course, you know, double screen Game & Watch is naturally a little bit difficult to show. But yeah, see, that's a miss for the top screen, and that is listed separately from the one that we got on the bottom. Oil Panic was featured in Game & Watch Gallery 1 with both a modern and a classic mode, so definitely consider checking out that if you're looking to play some... I was dumping that out the window, Adam. If you're looking to play some Oil Panic. Game & Watch Gallery games are just so great for that sort of thing, making Game & Watch games more accessible to everyone. Plus, you know, with some Game & Watch Gallery games being on the Nintendo Switch now, Nintendo Switch Online, very accessible and easy to play on the go. Dump that out the window to that guy. Oh! Again, when you're dumping that oil out the window, trying to get back to catch the other drips is like really, really tough. So there's a really big learning curve when it comes to Oil Panic, but there you go. 85 points on our first try? I don't think that's too bad. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Oil Panic today, and just Game & Watches overall are so neat. I've done a series on my channel where I've looked at over half of all Game & Watch games, so please consider checking that out if you want to learn more about the Nintendo Game & Watch. And otherwise, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later, everyone.